Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 14th of June 2023. Let's start with our session. As per the 5th State Food Safety Index, which state secured the top ranking among the larger states? So the 5th State Food Safety Index was released on the occasion of the World Food Safety Day, and it evaluated the performance of states and the union territories across 6 different aspects of food safety. And if we talk about the larger state category, Kerala secured the topmost ranking, and then Kerala was followed by Punjab and Tamil Nadu. And if we talk about the smaller states category, so in this Goa emerged as the leader, then Goa is followed with Manipur at second position and Sikkim was at the third. Fine. And talking about union territories category, in this Jammu and Kashmir was at the first position, then it was followed by Delhi and then Chandigarh. Fine. So these are the top 3 states in the larger state category. These are the top 3 in smaller state category, and these are the toppers in the category of union territories. Fine. Next is, what is the outlay of exploration of coal and lignite scheme from 2021 to 2025? So the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has recently approved the continuation of the exploration of coal and lignite scheme, and this scheme will be implemented from 2021-22 up to 2025 to 26, and the estimated expenditure for this scheme is 2980 crore rupees. Right? So what is the outlay of this particular scheme? Answer would be 2980 crore rupees. Ministry of Power launched the Mahir, along with which Union Ministry, where Mahir stands for Mission on Advanced and High Impact Research. So Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy have jointly launched a mission on advanced and high impact research to identify emerging technologies in the power sector and develop them indigenously for deployment within and outside India. Okay, and the mission aims to facilitate indigenous research, development and demonstration of the latest and emerging technologies in the power sector. Right? So Ministry of Power and Ministry of Renewable Energy has collaborated for this Mahir mission. Ministry of Women and Child Development launched Amrit Generation Campaign, Naye Bharat Ke Sapne, along with which company? So Amrit Generation Campaign, Naye Bharat Ke Sapne was launched recently by Meta along with Ministry of Women and Child Development. Basic aim is to empower and engage the youth of India by encouraging them to express their aspirations and dreams for the future. Okay, so for this campaign, Meta has partnered with Ministry of Women and Child Development. Next is, which institution launched the national campaign Addiction Free Amrit Khal? So the national campaign Addiction Free Amrit Khal was recently launched by the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, and aim is to make India a tobacco and drug free nation among children. When do we observe the World No Tobacco Day? So we observe this day on 31st of May every year, and this year the theme is We Need Food, Not Tobacco. Okay, this is an important day, you can say, and it can be asked in your examinations. Which Indian origin scientist received the Spinoza Prize, also known as the Dutch Nobel Prize? So Joyita Gupta, who is a scientist of Indian origin, has received this prestigious Spinoza Prize, and it is the highest honor in Dutch science. Okay, also it is known as the Dutch Nobel Prize sometimes. So she was recognized for her scientific work focusing on a just and sustainable world. right? And he has shared this prize with Toby Kears, who is the another scientist chosen for this award. Fine. Fraser Island, the world's largest sand island, lies in which particular country? So this island is situated off Queensland's coast in the country, Australia, and it is the world's largest sand island. Why it was in news? Because its name has been changed to restore its indigenous name, Kagari. Okay, and it is situated along the southeastern coast in the country, Australia, and this island is approximately 250 kilometers north of the state capital. Okay, so Fraser Island is the world's largest sand island and it lies in the country, Australia. ABF First Runner is the maiden satellite of which country-based company? So ABF First Runner is the maiden satellite of India's Azista BST Aerospace, and it will be launched by Falcon 9 rocket. And talking about this Azista BST Aerospace, it is a joint venture between Azista Industries Private Limited and Berlin Space Technologies. Okay, so ABA First Runner is a 80 kilograms satellite, and it has an optical payload with both panchromatic and multispectral imaging capabilities. Fine. So this ABA First Runner is the maiden satellite of India-based company. Which country is set to deploy a satellite constellation called as Silent Barker? So US Space Force is preparing to deploy a satellite constellation called Silent Barker to monitor Chinese or Russian space vehicles that are capable of harming the orbiting objects. And this network of satellite, which is placed in geosynchronous orbit approximately 22,000 miles above Earth, will actually work in conjunction with the ground-based sensors and low Earth orbit satellite, which marks the first system of its kind. Okay, so that's why Silent Barker is important. And which country is set to deploy this satellite constellation? Answer would be US. Simply you can be asked that what is this Silent Barker? So it is a type of satellite constellation, and with which country it is related to? So answer would be USA. Which state or the union territory approved the guaranteed pension scheme to the employees? So the Andhra Pradesh cabinet recently approved the guaranteed pension scheme to the employees, and under the scheme, the qualified employees will be entitled to a pension that is equivalent to 50% of their most recent salary. And this pension will include dearness relief, for example, which is similar to the practice of the central government, which announces DR allowance and DR twice annually, right? So Andhra Pradesh government has approved the guaranteed pension scheme to its employees. Which country is the host of Air Defender 23 Air Force exercise? So Air Defender 23 is the biggest Air Force exercise to be held by NATO, means North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and this 10-day military undertaking is primarily based in the country, Germany. So it is the biggest drill of its type since the military alliance was formed in 1949, and this event will see nearly 10,000 participants and 250 aircraft from total 25 nations. Okay, so simply which country is the host of Air Defender 23 Air Force exercise? Answer would be Germany. Huda City Center Cyber City Metro project is to be constructed in which Indian city? Actually, Union Cabinet has approved the elevated Gurugram Metro project to connect Cyber City with Huda City Center with spur to Dwarka Expressway, covering a total of 28.5 kilometers. And the metro project was approved recently by the Union Cabinet, and the estimated expenditure of this project is 5,452 crore rupees. Right? So this Huda City Center Cyber City Metro project is to be constructed in Gurugram city. Can you tell me where does the headquarters of International Solar Alliance lie? Do let me know in the comment section. Next is Devankanam Choru Haritham project is associated with which state or the union territory? So Kerala has initiated a unique approach to address the climate change and its adverse effects by implementing a project to enhance the greenery in over 3,000 temples that are managed by the state's 5 Devaswam boards. And this project, named as Devankanam Charu Haritham, aims to improve the water resources by restoring abandoned temple ponds and safeguarding the sacred groves throughout the state. Fine. So this project is associated with Kerala state. As per the World Bank's latest Global Economic Prospect Report, what is the growth rate of the global economy in 2023? So World Bank's most recent Global Economic Prospect Report predicts that the global economy will experience a growth rate of 2.1% in 2023 compared to 3.1% in 2022. And also the report highlights that trade in 2023 is expected to expand at a significantly slower pace, which is less than 1/3 of its pre-pandemic levels. Fine. You can also be asked that Global Economic Prospect Report is released by which institution? Answer would be World Bank. And what is the growth rate for this year? Answer would be 2.1%. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with our revision session, in which we are doing the current affairs revision for the month of May, and it is part 5th in the series. So today we'll be doing the questions from 61 up to question number 75. Santiago Pena recently became the president of which particular country? So recently he has been elected as the next president of the country, Paraguay. Which department manages the Swachhata Pakhwada event? Actually, why it was in news? Because Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs observed Swachhata Pakhwada from 16th to 30th of April as a part of Swachh Bharat mission. Okay, and it is managed by Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation. After 9 years of ban, coal mining has been resumed legally in which state or the union territory? Finally, after 9 years of ban, coal mining in Meghalaya state has been resumed legally, and it was banned since 2014. The US and which country agreed on new immigration policies to prevent the illegal border crossing? This country is Mexico. US and Mexico have recently agreed on new immigration policies to prevent illegal border crossing. The central government has informed the Supreme Court that it will form a panel on same-sex couples headed by whom? So central government has informed the Supreme Court that it is willing to form a committee which would be led by the Cabinet Secretary to address the genuine concerns of the same-sex couples in their daily lives, like banking and insurance, without addressing their legal recognition for the same-sex marriage. Right? Windhoek Declaration, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which field? So this declaration was adopted in 1991, and it provides total 19 principles that are related to independent, pluralistic and free press. Okay. So its adoption is commemorated as the World Press Freedom Day on 3rd of May each year, and this year it marks the 30th anniversary of World Press Freedom Day. So your answer would be press freedom. What is the India's rank in the World Press Freedom Index 2023? First of all, this report was released recently by the global media watchdog Reporters Without Borders, that is RSF, and this year the country was ranked at 150th position out of 180 countries. Which country was at the top? It is Norway, and Norway has been ranked at first position for the 7th consecutive year. Which term denotes the new type of chemical bonding in solids? This is known as metavalent bonding. So this bonding can be used to modify the thermoelectric performance in quantum materials and efficiently convert the waste heat to electricity. What is the name of the Festival of Innovation in Arts which was launched on the World Intellectual Property Day? It is known as Upaj. Okay. And when do we observe the World Intellectual Property Day? It is observed every year on 26th of April. Basically, it provided the platform for the artistic expression and promoting innovation in the art field. Ekta Harbour is the biggest Indian grant in aid projects in which country? So Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and his Maldives counterpart recently laid the foundation stone for the Coast Guard Ekta Harbour. It is one of the biggest Indian grant in aid project in the country, Maldives. Fine. Which institution released a report on currency and finance? So this was the report from Reserve Bank of India. Fake news law, also known as the Bill 2630, is the proposed legislation in which country? So it is a proposed legislation in the country Brazil. Which institution released the Geo-Economic Fragmentation Sub-Saharan Africa Caught Between the Fault Lines report? This was the report from International Monetary Fund. Basically, this report warned that if the world were to divide into isolated trading blocks centered around China or the US and the European Union, Sub-Saharan African economies could suffer a permanent decline of up to 4% of their GDP within just 10 years. Right? So what's inside the report is not at all important. Only thing you have to remember is this was the report from International Monetary Fund. Kyasa Noor forest disease has been recorded in which state or the union territory? It is a viral infectious disease that spreads via the tick. Fine. And this disease has been recorded in Karnataka state. You have to tell me who's the current Chief Minister or new Chief Minister of Karnataka state. Do let me know in the comment section. Which state or the union territory launched a dedicated website for food safety and mobile application for the consumers? So this state is Tamil Nadu. And also this website would be available in both the languages English and Tamil. Fine. So these are the next 15 questions from the month of May. And tomorrow we'll take it ahead and we will cover the questions from 76 up to question number 90. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. And please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Minu Zahadsana signing off.